Hey guys and gals, hope everyone is doing well. Certain people have been asking me like to make certain rice videos, so I thought, you know what, I will make my rice and bean video, which is basically un moro de habichuela, which is a mix of rice and beans together. And this way is the way that I make it. It's kind of Dominican way, I guess. I learned from a Dominican friend many years ago, and then we always add our touches. But it's basically, you could say, the Latino way. But there are different ways to make it. This is the way that I'm going to show you here: is rice and beans together. And basically what you're going to need is you're going to need your sofrito. I have my homemade sofrito here. I am going to use about 2 spoons of that. There's some stuff here that I'm going to need that I'm going to fry up with the sofrito, which is, I have some olives. I'm using Goya olives. Usually I like to use the alcapurriado mix, which is the olive mix that has the red pepper and the and the capers. But I didn't have that one today, so I'm just using some olives. I'm using a little bit of cilantro. That's about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I just cut up a few pieces of pepper. That's going to be all sauteed. I am using 2 packages of Sazon Goya with achote and culantro. You can use any brand you want, but I wanted to have some achote. I don't have any achote oil on me today, so I'm going to use this. And also this part here is up to you, really. I'm using some smoked ham to give it extra flavor. You don't have to use ham, especially if you don't want meat in your rice. It's really up to you. This is just because I want to give it some more flavor. And I don't always use it, but today I want to put it a little extra because I'm actually making a big pot of rice for a friend who's taking it to a party. So I'm making a lot of rice today for her. And I am using 2 cans of Goya beans. I love Goya. You're welcome to use any other brand, but I like my Goya brand. And another thing, some people like to rinse them out and not use the liquid, but I'm actually going to leave the liquid for this recipe. I am using 4 cups of rice. So usually if you use 4 cups of rice, that means that you will use 8 cups of water. But because this rice is moist and it has the bean and the water and all the sofrito, I'm going to use about, I would say maybe 5 cups of water. I'm going to check. Like once we do it, I'll check. But the thing is with this rice, if you put too much water, your rice will come out mushy and it just will be a whole mess and you'll be upset that your rice came out bad. So I actually prefer to put a little less water because if it's a little dry or if it looks too hard, I can always just dab a little bit of water and it will get soft. But if it's mushy and soft, there's nothing I could do about it, you know? And it's a lot of rice, so I definitely don't want it to get mushy on me. I want it to be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil here. When it gets hot, I'm going to add 2 big spoons of my sofrito, fry that up together with this, and then keep on with the process and you'll see. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my rice and I'm going to get my pot ready, okay? So these are my ingredients I'm using today. Great, you see that? So once again, if you don't want ham or any meat in your rice, it's okay. You can just leave it out. Great, so my pan is hot and all my ingredients are right here ready. Also your salt, don't forget your salt. So now what I'm going to do, 2 big spoons of my sofrito. Be careful, it's going to jump on you. So now another thing is if you're going to make smaller portions, then of course you know that you just use less. So now just move it around. You don't want it to get burned. So we're just cooking it, sauteing it. Oh man, this here smells amazing. I just have to say, it's amazing. Great. So I'm moving that around. So now to that, I'm going to add the cilantro, the green pepper, and sorry about that. And the tomato paste I will add in just a minute. Sorry about that. You know I only have one hand to hold my camera. I've been thinking of getting this base. I actually bought on Amazon, but when it came, it was too small. It just didn't work for me. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm frying that up, and in a minute, I'm going to add my ham. So it's really simple. The only thing is just be careful because, you know, the sofrito, once it hits the oil, it starts coming up. Now, another thing, if you have your achote oil, you will use some achote oil, you know? All right, I'm going to put the ham in. Now, remember, you don't need the ham. It just gives it amazing flavor. I don't always use it. I just felt like using it this time. It just smells so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. So this is smoked ham. I feel smoked ham just gives it a little extra flavor. I got this at the bodega, the Dominican spot. Okay, here I'm gonna add my tomato paste. I'm gonna fry that up a little bit. And then the next step is to add the beans. So once I add the beans, what I do is I just let it boil. I just let it to get to a boil. And it usually takes about 5 minutes. And then I add my rice. Oh man, it smells so good. So good. The sofrito is just the bomb. I just love sofrito. I make my own. I mean, some people, you know, they'll buy the Goya brand. It's not the same, but it's good. But it's just not homemade, you know? Homemade is always best, right? And I have that sofrito recipe up now because I actually had a video before, but the quality was really bad, so I got a new one up. Okay, so now we're gonna put our Goya package with the achote. That's gonna give it flavor. Color. And I'm gonna add the bean. I'm using large red kidney beans. This is moro de habichuela. There's different ways to make rice and beans, you know, rice and gandules, rice and lentils. So you see, the reason why you're putting less water than I usually put for regular white rice is because, look, it's like thick, you know? And trust me, you do not want a mushy rice. Wow, this just looks crazy. It just already looks amazing. Great, I'm also adding my healthy salt. Remember, rice, you always add a little extra salt. Let me try a little bit of that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like not even done, but it just tastes amazing. So now what I do, because I don't like to waste anything, when I add the rice and the water, I scrape around there, because that's all the flavor. So now I'm letting it just get to a little boil. 1 more minute, and then I'm adding the rice and then the water. And then what we do is we gotta let it cook and dry. When it dries out, we cover it 20 to 25 minutes. Your rice is done. This is also similar to how I make my beans, my Dominican style beans or even Puerto Rican style. But with Puerto Rocks, you gotta add the potato. And sometimes they put a little bit of what's that they put? They put more ham, I think. And Dominicans, they put sometimes pumpkin too. It really depends on your way, whatever you're in the mood for. But I would say that these taste so good that if I had some white rice, I would just take some out and eat it with. But I don't. Alrighty, so now I'm putting my rice in. It's already washed. I'm mixing it in. I'm going to mix it in really well, and then I'm going to add my water. I wish that you could smell this. So now I'm adding about 2 cups of water right now first, just to make sure that I don't put too much. So remember that was 4 cups, but with everything we did, you know what? This needs about another cup of water. Great, so 1 more. So you see, it was 4 cups of rice, 3 cups of water. Why? Because we have all that extra liquid. Now if we put too much water in this rice, trust me, mushy, you will be so unhappy. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm just scraping around here because I want all that flavor in my rice, you know? Oh, and one more thing, that's right, we're gonna add some oil. A little bit of oil when we fried up our sofrito, but we still need oil for our rice. I'm gonna add about a little less than a quarter cup. See, I just added some oil. And I'm moving that around. Also at this point, you taste your rice. You want to make sure that it's a little bit salty, not too much, because, you know, we don't want salty rice either. Perfect. Alrighty, so you see, it's boiling. Now, once your rice dries up, it's ready to be and left alone for 20 to 25 minutes. So I just want to show you how your rice should be looking. It's not ready to be covered, but you see, this is what happens. The rice starts drying out. Okay? You have to let it get fully dried out. And it should be a little bit high, but don't let your rice burn. So you see? You see, it's drying out. So once that's fully dry, you put it at low and you cover it. It's almost there. Beautiful. So that's it. It dried out. You see that? It dried out. Also, another thing I had wanted to tell you, but I forgot, was this same style that we made, you can make Puerto Rican style rice, beans, and chicken. So instead of adding that pork, you would add pieces of chicken cut up. I normally like to use pieces of cut up breast, but you could use, you know, dark meat too. But at the point that I added the ham, that's when you would add your raw chicken that's already been seasoned, but not too salty, because remember, you add salt in your rice. Okay? So right now I moved it. I'll make sure it's moved really well. Now what's a good thing is to bring your rice to the middle. Bring your rice to the middle. There. Don't mind me hitting the pot. My mother always said you don't hit the spoon on the pot, but sorry. Great. So now I cover it, put it on low. I leave it alone for 20-25 minutes, and guess what? It's done. Here we go, my friends. Time to uncover that. Wow, how nice is that? 25 minutes later, perfect rice. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and it smells so good. Check it out. Yum, perfect rice. Perfect rice. Perfect rice. Can't say it better. Let's see. Look at that. See, flaky. Perfect. That's some good rice. Hey guys, so here is the final product. Rice and beans Selly style. Now remember, you don't need the ham, but hey, I wanted extra flavor today, and you can replace that for chicken and make arroz con pollo y habichuela. So this is my moro de habichuelas with jamón ahumado, which is rice and beans with smoked ham. Now I want you to look at that. Look at that. The olives, the bean, the smoked ham. And if you're somebody who just wants it for flavor, you can always add a little less ham and just put it on the side and just eat the rice. But you know, some people just want the ham flavor. So let's see. Let's see how that bad boy tastes. Wow. Can I just say that I can cook? This rice tastes so good, so darn good. It has so much Latino flavor. And definitely, if you can, make the sofrito, because I think the sofrito is just what makes this rice so yummy. And hey, if you can, I recommend the Goya one. It's not bad, but you know, it's not homemade, but hey. So this was my rice and beans. This is for some of those subscribers that have been writing and asking me for rice recipes. This is just one of my many rice recipes. And once again, you can replace the ham with chicken or not add it at all and just make it a moro de habichuela, which is just rice and beans together. All right, guys? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you follow the directions. And don't forget, do not add too much water or you will have a mushy rice. I have to say this rice came out perfect. All right, guys? So remember that was 4 cups of rice, 3 cups of water, and everything else that we stuck in there. Alrighty? If you have any questions, please feel free to write me. And hold on, just one more days. Oh my God. Yummy. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. I haven't posted videos up for a while, but I'm got the new kitchen going on, and I will be posting new videos. Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook, Celly's Home Cooking. Don't forget to check out, I'm on Instagram as Celly Sells. I'm going to write that down, and you can tweet me too at Seltzer74. You could email me at mamacellycakes at Yahoo. And I hope everyone's having a great day, okay? Take care and mad love. Bye.